Hi everyone. In this video, we shall look into the contributions of two contemporaries, Antonio Francisco Gramsci and Harold Innis.
Antonio Francesco Gramsci is an Italian Marxist philosopher and communist politician. He wrote on political theory, sociology, and linguistics. He breaks from the economic determinism of traditional Marxist thought and so is considered a key neo-Marxist. Gramsci is best known for his theory on cultural hegemony, which describes how the state and the ruling capitalistic class, the bourgeoisie, use cultural institutions to maintain power in capitalistic societies. We shall now look into the conventional Marxism and neo-Marxism. The conventional Marxist theory held that economic mode of production formed the base of society, whereas religion, social customs, legal and political structure form its superstructure. According to this theory, the character of the superstructure is influenced by the base, and therefore there is no need to analyze the superstructure independently. However, according to Gramsci, superstructure has to be independently analyzed as contemporary society has gained considerable degree of autonomy. Gramsci argues that superstructure consists of two parts. They are the political society or state and civil society. Political society or state, that is, the army, the police, legal systems, etc., which are part of it, are used as powerful measures to maintain governance and domination. Civil society, like the family, education systems, trade unions, etc., propagate ideas and values, thereby gaining consent for the working class to maintain its dominance. Gramsci focuses more on civil society, which is the second part of the superstructure, than the political society. It is because civil society is nearer to the base and relatively free. It is here where consent is generated. According to him, the different organizations of the civil society, such as school, family, church, etc., which imparts knowledge to the working class, reiterates to show respect to the authority of the capitalistic class. According to Gramsci, the superstructure consists of two parts, the political society and the civil society. This model will help us understand why his focus is more on the civil society and how it is close to the base. Harold Adam Innis is a Canadian economist. He is widely credited with initiating an important discourse on media from a distinctively Canadian perspective. In his first book, The Fur Trade in Canada, he retraced many of the roots of the early fur traders. Empire and Communications and The Bias of Communication are two of his pioneering communication works which are a part of a 1,000-page manuscript. We shall now look into the main aspects of the bias of communication. For Innis, the development of communication media is a key to social change. The execution of human activity is restricted within the scopes of time and space. In order to overcome the limits of time and space, he looks at communication media as resources, each of which have different characteristics. Innis' central focus is the social history of communication media. He believed that the relative stability of cultures depend on the balance and proportion of their media. Media are either space-biased or time-biased. In Scannell's words, different media using different materials have different consequences for the control of time and space. Innis called this the bias of communication. We shall now look into time-biased media and space-biased media. Time-biased media are durable and heavy. They are difficult to move and do not encourage territorial expansion. However, since they have a long life, they do encourage the extension of empire over time. Innis associated these media with the customary, the sacred, and the moral. For Innis, speech is a time-biased medium. Space-biased media are light and portable. They can be transported over large distances and encourages territorial expansion. Though readily transportable, it has a relatively short lifespan. However, they enable the expansion of empire over space. They are associated with secular and territorial societies. Paper is a space-biased medium. The indication of its particular bias is not based on the relative lightness or heaviness of the medium under consideration always. Rather, the bias of media is related to the ability of the message to survive transmission and have an impact over space or over time. The heaviness of the stone is necessarily not what makes it a time-biased medium, but rather its ability to survive natural disasters and communicate its message over centuries. Even today, the cathedrals, pyramids, temples, and bridges of the world communicate the essential meaning to us, provided we know how to decode their messages. The following link that is attached will help you to have a better understanding of time biased and space biased media. Please have a look at the YouTube video. Thank you.